It doesn't matter about where I'm at and what the knowledge that I've gathered over the last 7 years. What matters is generating income for you, and hearing what somebody else is doing online and how successful their business is. Great for them, but that's not going to pay your bills. That's not going to build your portfolio. That's not going to help you create cash flow. You're going to have to put the time in. You're going to have to get the education, and you're going to have to learn the process. And this group it's not going to be something that I'm going to promise you that you're going to get rich overnight or get rich quick. It's not that. Real estate is not that game. With real estate, you've got to learn the process. You have to learn what it looks like and how to analyze deals. You have to learn how to network and meet people, build relationships with people, communicate in a professional way. You don't necessarily have to take some type of English class. You don't have to sound like me or sound like someone else, but you do have to be able to communicate effectively and be able to share and communicate what it is that's taking place with the property or with anything pertaining to the project. And so there's some things that you're going to have to make sure that you're staying on top of. And so I want to share some things. I also want to learn from you. I feel like everyone has something to bring to the table, and I'd love to work with you. I'd love to support your business and send some reviews, however I can support. If you bring a great enough opportunity, I would consider working with you on some things. There's no promises. I don't ever want to be a person that promises something but can't deliver. And so if it's a great enough opportunity, we would consider it. Me and my partners, the individuals that I've built a relationship with, if it's a great enough opportunity, we would love to pull the trigger. But you don't ever want to be dependent upon another person. That's how you have to think, and that's how you have to be. You have to get educated for yourself, learn to get the information, and then you can go and start your own thing. You can go and meet your own people. You can build your own team, and it's all available. And it's all about networking. To be completely honest, as busy as I am, you probably could blow past me significantly. And I share that with my wife all the time, that a lot of my colleagues and a lot of the people that I started syndicating with and started in real estate with, they're way down the road. And the reason being, I believe personally, is that they've just got more time. They've got more free time than I have, because I've got obligations, and there's some things that are just off the table. I'm never going to impact my family significantly to where they don't have a relationship with their dad. I'm not going to not spend time with my wife. I'm not going to miss out on serving the Lord. Those are non-negotiables for me. And if my business is hampered or not able to grow as fast as another person's business, I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm content. I'm happy with where I am and how things is going. So, but nonetheless, that's just about me. But bottom line is, if you've got the time to put into real estate, if you've got the time to learn the process, and something that I'm suggesting is you have to be willing to learn this business for 6 to 12 months. If you will commit yourself to the process of learning how to underwrite or how to analyze a deal, how to know if an investment is a good investment or not, or how to network, how to build relationships with other people and go and to networking events, how to locate properties, houses or commercial properties, is all on the table. But you have to put the time in to learning it. And I would highly recommend that you plan on not generating any income from this real estate business for 6 to 12 months. What I recommend is operate it as a side hustle. Find another way to generate income, bring in money to take care of yourself, but just be learning this real estate on the side. And so this group that I'm going to be launching, it's going to start January 5th, 2026. And we'll just get together for an hour. We'll put our heads together, and I'll be getting laser focused on how to buy real estate with no money and how to connect with partners that will bring the money to the deals. And I'll just be sharing those things. And most importantly, I'll be sharing how you can protect yourself so that you don't get ripped off by some of these people, because in all businesses, there are some absolute sharks. There's some individuals that will rip you off that have degrees, that have been to college, that has MBAs, that are supposedly upstanding citizens. I know firsthand, I was supposed to get paid out $400,000 one time, and the guy paid me $125,000, ripped me off for another $275,000. And so I've dealt with multiple situations, and I know that everyone doesn't have your best interest in mind. And so I've learned a little bit along the way to protect yourself. I'm not an attorney. I'm not by any stretch of the imagination saying that I can protect you 100%, but I can share some things that I've learned over these 7 years that can substantially protect you and put you in a position that will lead to closed transactions, to where you could build a portfolio, to where you could start generating some income from real estate, and eventually, who knows, build a massive portfolio worth millions of dollars. And so it's all on the table with real estate. And so I just wanted to put this out there. I'll be sending out some future announcements in the future.